Your Local 2 forecast first.
Martin, and thank you for joining us. The rain didn't really cool temperatures down too much. Got all the way up to 100 today in Presidio. Everywhere else seeing the 90s and gonna continue to be hot in the next couple of days. And we could see some rain chances Sunday and Monday. 80 degrees by midnight, 75 by tomorrow morning, and then 89 by lunchtime. Let's start Local 2 News right now.
He had the best bedside manners I'd ever seen in a doctor.
It's been 1 year since Odessa doctor Saras Gadasali was shot and killed. Tonight we hear from a former patient who remembers the doctor. Also, this crook is clearly not camera shy. Home surveillance footage shows a masked man waving at the camera while his partner in crime checks for unlocked car doors. Tonight, Tall City Police remind you to lock it or lose it. And a challenge testing honor, courage, and commitment. Tonight, we take you to Camp Pendleton, where recruits become Marines. All those stories and more coming up.
Live from Midland, Odessa, and Big Spring, we're Basin Trusted, Basin Proud. This is Local 2 News at 10 in HD.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Lauren Tropea. Thank you for spending your Saturday night with us for Local 2 News at 10. And we begin tonight with continuing coverage of the recent salmonella outbreak at the popular Mexican restaurant Ahua's in Odessa. Today, the restaurant reopened its doors. You'll remember they temporarily shut down after Ector County confirmed 2 cases of people contracting salmonella and at least 20 others being deemed as probable from Ahua's. Workers now making cleanliness and food handling a top priority. The CEO of Ahua says all workers will now be required to receive their food handling license to ensure this doesn't happen again. And just 4 days after the outbreak, Ahua's back open. Nearly 50% of staff testing negative for salmonella, allowing them to get back to business. Local 2's Casey Jones visited Ahua's to see how customers reacted to the reopening.
The owner expects less business during what he calls the healing time. But loyal customers anxious to dine on their favorites didn't seem to care too much.
No, it's still good here.
Ahua's reopened after voluntarily closing their doors following news of a salmonella outbreak. Abby Villa and her husband enjoying lunch at Ahua's. She's shocked to hear of the incident, but says salmonella is common among restaurants.
In a way I was, but then it happens in a lot of places, so, and we continue to go there, wherever.
Other customers mirror her thoughts.
1 to 10, how good was it?
10.
It was a 10?
Yeah, I love it.
Minga Lopez, one of the first customers in the building when doors opened Saturday.
Time I come, everybody's, they've been nice and I see everything clean. I don't know.
Owner Julian Rubio ensures everything is up to par.
How often do you eat here? How comfortable do you feel eating here?
Well, I eat here every day.
Rubio expects a little less business following the incident, especially since the source of the outbreak undetermined. But wants customers to trust his staff will be held to high standards.
I guess the first thing what we've done is we're taking more precaution. By precaution, I mean, as far as more careful with the handling of the food and all that. Also, we're trying to get the people more educated.
Following this incident, all employees in the kitchen are required to obtain a food handler's license. The cause of the outbreak is still under investigation. In the control room, Casey Jones, Local 2 News.
And now that they're back open, we want to know if you plan to eat at Ahua's anytime soon. Find us on our Facebook page, Local 2 News-KMID, and let us know. New tonight at 10. Today marks 1 year since longtime Odessa doctor Saras Gadasali was shot to death at the Healthy Heart Center. You'll remember law enforcement agencies blocked off the downtown area as they searched for an active gunman who was also found dead. Odessa police say 60-year-old Ayasami Thangam, a patient and business partner, shot Gadasali multiple times. And tonight, Local 2's Lupi Zabata sat down with an Odessa woman who was under his care when he died. Lupi's live in the newsroom for us tonight. Lupi.
A year after Dr. Gadasali's shooting, a former patient tells me that she will never forget his caring spirit and tragic death.
He had the best bedside manners I'd ever seen in a doctor.
A year after 53-year-old Odessa heart doctor Surash Gadasali was shot and killed in his downtown office, his patient of 3 years, Kim Bishop, remembers what he meant to her.
I was just not a number on a paper like some doctors. He actually took the time to talk to me and address me like I mattered.
This once busy parking lot now vacant and for sale.
He had patients of all ages there seeing him. And even in the back where they do the other test, it was always busy. The parking lot was I have never seen it empty.
Kim tells me she has heart problems and was sure he would help.
And he would tell you he was going to try to find your problem. And unfortunately for me, he tried, but he couldn't figure it out, and then this happened.
She will never forget the care he showed to all his patients.
He really was an awesome doctor, an awesome person, and an awesome human that cared.
Dr. Gadasali performed the world's first simultaneous hybrid revascularization, and he was nominated Super Doctor by Texas Monthly Magazine back in 2008. Reporting live in the newsroom, Lupi Zapata, Local 2 News.
In your crime news tonight, a couple of crooks who aren't camera shy. Take a look here as home surveillance footage catches a masked man waving to the security camera while his partner in crime checks for unlocked car doors. Midland police say this happened around 2:48 a.m. on Friday near Manor Street and Douglas Avenue. There he is waving to the camera. Tall City Police continuing to crack down on car burglaries in the community. So remember to lock it or lose it. School is out for the summer, but that doesn't mean the kids have to put down the books. The Midland County Public Library kicking off their summer reading program today. The idea to make sure the kids pick up books through the summer. The Bookmobile also making an appearance. Kids had fun with face painting, mini golf, and other crafts and activities.
Children every year. It's really important to the Permian Basin because it's one way that kids can stay active in the summer to make sure we prevent what is called the summer slide, which is when math, English, science skills regress a little bit while children are out of school.
Now, this is the first year kids can register for the reading program online, and for that web address and a full list of summer events at the Centennial Library, head over to our website, yourbasin.com. Young professionals in the Tall City grabbing their hammers and giving back by teaming up with Habitat for Humanity. The organization woke up bright and early Saturday in order to help build a home for a family in need. They hope to have more opportunities similar to this one so their members can get involved in the community.
YPM just wanted to reach out to the community and have a good partnership where we can give back a little.
Young Professionals of Midland says they plan to have more volunteer events in the future. Well, lots of school spirit right there as the Odessa High cheerleaders host a barbecue cook-off and car show today, raising money for an upcoming competition. The girls happy to have the community come out and show support.
We've had a great turnout, a lot of cars. I think we've had over 50 cars turn out. We're really glad to have the support of the community and have everybody come out and enjoy themselves.
This money is for our state competition, and it feels really good to know that we have our city behind us, rooting for us.
And there's our very own Lupi Zapata enjoying the festivities out there today. Looks like you had lots of fun, Lupi. The OHS Cheer Booster Club plans to have a bigger and better event again next year. And staying in Odessa, a theater camp for high school and college students aimed to give them the confidence to act on stage. It's an acting and music theater workshop at the Globe Theater.
I think what makes this so special is the kids. We're able to come here and work with kids that may not get another opportunity. Some of the high schools around here don't even do musical theater, so we have an opportunity to bring some of that to them.
Now, this is the second year for the theater camp. Across Texas tonight, Governor Greg Abbott's federal disaster request granted by President Obama today. Individual assistance on the way for all 12 counties affected by recent flooding, including Austin, Brazos, Brazoria, Fort Bend, Grimes, Hidalgo, Hood, Montgomery, Travis, San Jacinto, Waller, and Washington. Governor Abbott says Texans can now begin the process of rebuilding their lives after experiencing some of the worst flooding in recent history. Additional counties may be added to the request for assistance once they meet the threshold required by the federal government for disaster aid. A group of recruits get ready to serve the country, and after lots of hard work in the boot camp, they finally get the title Marine for the first time. Robin Dean takes us inside Camp Pendleton tonight.
Imagine a challenge that tests honor, courage, and commitment. The Marines call it the Crucible, and it's the final phase every recruit has to go through in order to earn the title Marine.
It gives them a really good idea of what being forward deployed to another country is like. It's the best for a basically trained Marine. That's the best tool you're going to have. That's the best evaluation. It's the best introduction for them.
It's 54 hours and more than 45 miles of hiking through the hills of Marine Corps Base Camp Pendleton, and something Lubbock High School graduate Jose Garza says he'll never forget.
It feels really good to know that we've accomplished something like this, that he's acknowledged us finally as Marines, and that we're a part of that brotherhood, we're a part of his brotherhood, and we've earned that title, and we've are allowed to stand by him now instead of necessarily under him.
During the Crucible, the recruits are food and sleep deprived and have to complete a series of obstacle courses. Drill instructors who've been with the recruits since day one of boot camp say it's rewarding to see their recruits succeed.
You blink and they're Marines and it feels great. So it's like a sigh of relief, like everything that I did worked. Cool, got it. This feels good.
And at the end of it, drill instructors acknowledge their recruits as Marines for the first time.
Never stops.
In an emotional ceremony where Marines received the Eagle Globe and Anchor pin.
It's what type of father you are, what type of man you are.
The symbol of the United States Marine Corps.
He essentially told me to just never forget where I came from and that we're becoming a part of something much greater than ourselves.
Recruits say the experience is exhausting, but being called Marine for the first time is indescribable. And they can't help but think of where they came from.
Go Red Raiders.
We are your local election headquarters. Presumptive Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump fired up supporters today in the battleground state of Florida. Trump's attention shifting to the general election and presumptive Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton. Several times he said she was unqualified to become president. He also responded again to accusations of racism from former GOP candidate Mitt Romney, telling supporters in his own words, "I'm the least racist person you've ever met, believe me." And according to Mr. Trump, it looks like we might be in store for some big news come Monday. Let's take a listen.
By the way, I'm going to make a pretty big speech on Monday, so stay tuned, folks. Stay tuned. I'm going to do it in New Hampshire, because that was the home of my first victory.
Still to come here on Local 2 News at 10, a little girl gets a big surprise from an Odessa police officer. We'll tell you all about the sweet sticker coming up.
And in weather, thunderstorm chances continue into Monday with heavy winds, and after that clears out, we're in store for some 100-degree temperatures next week. That's all in weather. Next.
Bacon chili cheese county, 3 great things coming together.
Just like this car's 3 things. Part car, part truck, part mystery.
Oh, what's the mystery?
Why did you buy it?
The $5 Sonic Boombox featuring a hot dog, junior cheeseburger, side, and a drink. This is how you Sonic.
From healthy selections to decadent delicacies, Market Street puts the best on your table. Taste everything life has to offer at Market Street.
Switch.
Save. Love.
Connect to everything you love during the Suddenlink Easy Savings Switch event, where you can get internet, TV, and home phone for only $69 a month. Power all your devices with true broadband internet. Experience free HD and free on demand. Plus, get home phone with advanced features like E911. Call 844-263-EASY and switch today. Get internet, TV, and home phone just $69 a month during the Suddenlink Easy Savings Switch event.
What it takes to follow your dreams? I'm Egypt Dixon. I won the West Texas Talent Search, and so can you. Music, dancing, spoken word, whatever your talent is, right now is your time to prove it. Go to westtexastalent.com to register and follow your dreams.
You're watching Local 2, Midland, Odessa.
Loving these frozen lemonades and limeades, right?
Why don't you chill like my frozen cherry limeade?
What do I do to chill?
Clear your mind.
It's going to be hard to do for a full hour and a half.
Oh, really? Because I've been doing it for like 40 years.
Chill out with tons of new frozen lemonades and limeades and get a free slush when you download the new Sonic app.
Now, your Local 2 Weather Authority forecast.
Welcome back, Ryan Martin joining us now. So, Ryan, a couple of severe thunderstorms in a few counties to the north of us, but they passed over the Midland-Odessa area.
Yeah, we got skimmed. We didn't really see any rain today. We saw some clouds that looked like they could develop into something, but we really didn't see anything out of that. But we do have some thunderstorms in the area, and we're going to jump right into that, looking at the Doppler radar. Some thunderstorms just to the north of us, up in Borden and Dawson counties. That's where they're seeing the heaviest thunderstorms. You can see all the lightning strikes, and these storms have a chance of moving down south. Most of the heavy stuff going to take place tonight. While you should be in bed, 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. is when we're probably going to be seeing the heaviest stuff move in, but most of it's going to move out of the area into Sunday and going into Monday. But we do have a small chance of seeing some thunderstorms on Sunday and Monday, about a 20% chance of thunderstorms on both of those days. Then after that, that's all going to clear out. So we saw some rain today. Always a good thing to see some rain. We don't like the heavy thunderstorms, but rain always welcome here in West Texas. Wind speeds right now pretty heavy right here in Odessa, Midland, 21 miles an hour, 20 over in Wink. Take a picture. That's a rare sight to see it calm over in the Guadalupe Mountains, while everywhere else seeing some pretty heavy winds. 15 up where the heaviest storms are taking place in Seminole, seeing 13 down in Marfa and 16 down by the border. So a very hot and very windy day down in Presidio. And the winds not going to exactly see the same type of winds tomorrow and going into Monday like we saw today, but we'll see some moderate winds on and off on Sunday and Monday, but nothing too heavy throughout those days. Expect 10 to 15 mile an hour winds. Could get as high as around 18 to 20 miles an hour. Wind gusts could get as high as 20 miles an hour, but nothing like what we saw tonight. You see right there Mondays getting as high as 15 miles an hour up in the southeast portion of New Mexico. Wind gusts right now 25 down in Fort Stockton, 22 down in Presidio, and then 26 up where we're seeing the thunderstorms over in Seminole. And then highest wind gusts for today only got up to 29 in the Guadalupe Mountains, whereas Presidio all the way up to 40 miles an hour, 35 in Alpine, 41 in Fort Stockton, and 26 right here in Odessa in the Tall City, and 33 over in Wink. Now the health index for today, a lot's changed since the last time I've been on the green screen. High for grass and mold, while we're low for trees and weeds. And of course, thank you Dr. John Bray for this. You can visit his website at drjohnbraymd.com. Almanac for today, just a tiny bit above average. 1 degree to be exact today, 94 for a high. A little bit farther up for the low, though, 71 degrees. While it was very hot today, nice to not be nearly as close as our record of 107 degrees. Right now across the state of Texas, 83 in Houston, 83 down by the coastline. And then up to the north of us, a lot cooler over in Lubbock, 68 degrees, mainly because of the thunderstorms they're seeing right now. 72 up in Amarillo, 87 down in Del Rio, and then 85 over in El Paso, while we're seeing 83 in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Now temperatures right now here in the basin, seeing 70s up near the thunderstorm areas, 72 in Hobbs, 71 up in Seminole, and 83 just to the west of us over in Wink. A little bit cooler down in Marfa compared to everywhere else, down to 69 degrees, whereas Presidio up in 84. That's pretty seeing the exact same temperature we're seeing, and then 86 down in the Big Bend Mountains, seeing 85 down in Del Rio, Relative humidity right now, 55. Seeing a good amount of moisture in the area, seeing 79 in Seminole, 83. So obviously up where the thunderstorms are, seeing a lot more humid conditions, a lot more moisture in the air. 39 down in Presidio. That's actually a decent amount of moisture for them. They've been seeing at this time of night throughout this entire spring season. Those humidity levels down into the 10% range. So nice to see a decent amount of moisture over in Presidio for once. Now temperatures right now in the northern basin, seeing for tonight, I should say, sorry about that. Expect to see a pretty mild night, high 60s and low 70s for tonight. Then tomorrow getting back up into the 90s, 101 in Carlsbad expected for a high tomorrow. Whereas going into the central basin, mid 70s for tonight, low 70s, and then tomorrow could get as high as 98 degrees and do have a chance of seeing 100-degree temperatures in Kermit, Monahans, Grand Falls, and Barstow. And then going into the Trans-Pecos for tonight, temperatures in the low 70s, and then tomorrow expect temperatures in the high 90s, a chance of seeing hundreds in Pecos. And going into the mountains, expect low 60s in Marfa and Fort Davis, Valentine. Then Presidio going to stay in the 80s, while Big Bend does have a chance of dropping down into the 70s. And then tomorrow, Presidio up to 101 for a high, where we could be seeing 96 in the Big Bend Mountains. Now the 7-day forecast. Chance of thunderstorms the next couple of days. Sunday, Monday, small chance, 20%. But take a look at that, 101. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So after we get through these last couple of days of small chances of thunderstorms in 90s, it's going to get very hot here in the Permian Basin.
So, Ryan, like you said, we never want to see that chance for severe activity, but I was kind of hoping for a little bit of rain today. I love the rain.
Well, absolutely. And just to the north of us, we're seeing a lot of it right now. So make sure you stay safe, because we're about to be seeing some of it tonight. So expect some thunderstorms during the nighttime hours. Make sure you get to bed early.
Absolutely. Stay safe out there. Thanks, Ryan. And there you have it, the next Taylor Swift coming up, the 12-year-old viral sensation with ukulele in hand.
Know of a community event or news story? Then contact us. You can call 432-563-4421. Email news@kmid.tv. Like us on Facebook at Local 2 News-KMID. And follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Local 2 News KMID.
Nissan's family of crossovers with intuitive all-wheel drive. See driving in a more confident light. For a limited time, choose Rogue and save up to $1,000, or get 0% financing for up to 60 months. Take on Mother Nature. Shop ChooseNissan.com.
For the first time, prehistoric Earth comes alive. Experience lifelike, moving, breathing dinosaurs in their natural environments. See the amazing 20-foot T-Rex, the life-size Triceratops, Stegosaurus, and the clever Velociraptor. Ector County Coliseum. Be a paleontologist and dig for gems and fossils. Fun educational activities for the entire family. Learn, touch, and even ride the dinosaurs. Don't miss this event, 65 million years in the making, in Odessa, June 18th and 19th. Ector County Coliseum. DiscoverTheDinosaurs.com.
A good neighbor is more than an acquaintance. A good neighbor is more than a friend.
A good neighbor is welcoming and makes you feel like family.
Helpful, kind, caring, supportive. In an emergency, you can count on your neighbors.
Day or night, at Neighbors Emergency Center.
Your doctors.
Your neighbors.
In a world where golf rules, there's only one team that can make your game better. The Golf Headquarters team. From getting you custom fit for the perfect set of clubs to same-day regripping and next-day reshafting, Golf Headquarters gives you a level of personal service and attention you won't get anywhere else. And with plenty of options for junior and lady golfers, Golf Headquarters has every West Texas golfer covered. Golf Headquarters.
Your local weather authority, Horace Brown, weeknights on Local 2 News at 5. Basin trusted, Basin proud. You're watching Local 2 News at 10 in HD.
Welcome back. One little girl gets a big surprise from an Odessa police officer after a quick visit at the ER. This small act of kindness will definitely stick with this little girl. 4-year-old Kensington broke her arm having a little too much summer fun. Once at the ER, doctors had to stretch out her arm for an x-ray, which drew the attention of Odessa police officer James Santana, who happened to be passing through. Kensington asked the officer for her favorite thing, stickers. He didn't have any, so instead he brought her an OPD teddy bear, making a promise to find some badge stickers and deliver them to her mom's store.
You know, he tracked her back down and got her that bear, and then for him to bring the stickers by, I mean, that was huge to us, and it was a huge blessing, and it just instills that confidence in the men that we have in our OPD, men and women.
Kensington's mom says she's been wearing the sticker badge since Tuesday of this week. It's a program providing Odessa High students with cash and accountability. These students tutor elementary kids not only for future tuition money, but also to help younger children follow in their graduating footsteps. Some OHS students part of the Coca-Cola Value Youth Program, which identifies at-risk high school students and pairs them with struggling elementary school students.
Push them and help them become a better person and know not to give up, which to me, I think that's a big impact because not all kids have a good, family supportive system.
The Coca-Cola Valued Youth Program happens nationwide, and the program's director in Odessa hopes to expand it to Permian High School. The students make $7.25 for each hour they tutor. And Tyler Wessner joining us tonight. Weekend, so you're filling in for Tara?
That's right, Lauren.
Awesome, awesome. Good to have you, Tyler. So I feel like I should have worn red, guns up, right?
Yeah, a huge day for Texas Tech and all those Red Raider fans. Probably the biggest game of their baseball season. Today over there in Lubbock, playing against East Carolina, a huge game for them. And coming up next on your Local 2 Sports, Texas Tech baseball with their season on the line today in a thriller. Find out if they live to play another day after the break.
In Texas, there's only one way to live, your way. And only one truck built to get you there. Ford F-150, the 39-year bestseller. F-150 matches your independence with capability. So when the spirit of Texas takes you, F-150 is ready to ride. Get a 2016 F-150 with $10,150 in total value or 0% for 66 months.
Ford is the best in Texas.
The success of a home depends on its foundation. At Beaton Bow Homes, quality is the foundation we build upon. Utilizing systems instead of shortcuts, we focus on excellent workmanship so you can focus on what's important to you. A home where memories can be made. Start building a strong foundation for your family with Beaton Bow Homes. Learn more at foundationofquality.com.
$1
over invoice on every 2016 Kelly Grimsley Honda. This is a limited time offer from Kelly Grimsley Honda. Take immediate delivery of any 2016 Kelly Grimsley Honda and you'll pay $1 over invoice. And with every new purchase, you'll receive free lifetime oil changes and state inspections. Plus hundreds of drastically reduced pre-owned vehicles. Call 33 Honda now or click KellyGrimsleyHonda.com. $1 over invoice exclusively at Kelly Grimsley Honda on JBS Parkway.
Basin Roofing and Construction offers foam roofing and insulation for just about any type of build. It's extremely affordable. The application's very simple, and with an R value of 7.14 per inch of thickness, it will definitely save you money. Call for a free estimate.
All furniture for the new set is provided by Carter's.
You're watching Local 2, Midland, Odessa. Your Local 2 Sports.
Welcome into your Local 2 Sports. I'm Tyler Wessner. The Texas Tech Red Raiders in a do-or-die game today in the Lubbock Super Regional against East Carolina. Win and they survive until tomorrow. Lose and their season ends today. The biggest crowd in Rip Griffin Park history, 4,817 people packed inside to watch the Red Raiders. We're going to pick it up on the top of the fourth. Texas Tech's Michael Davis grounds one in the hole, but ECU shortstop Turner Brown throws it past first. And that's going to allow Tyler Nesloni to score, giving the Red Raiders a 1-0 lead. And now bottom of the sixth, East Carolina's Trevor Watkins skies one deep into left center field. That's going to be plenty deep enough to score the sacrifice fly. Charlie Yorgen comes in to score for the Pirates, tying the game up at 1 run apiece. And it would stay that way all the way up until the ninth when things got a little crazy right here. Tech's Tyler Floyd breaks for home. He's rounding third right here. Coming home, he slides. He's called out, but it's very close. Let's take a second look at this play. Slowing it down, you can clearly see right here his left hand hits the bag before he gets tagged, so he should have been safe, but he was called out. Extra innings now. Big 12 Player of the Year, Eric Gutierrez slams one into left field, but ECU's DeWanya Williams-Sutton lays out with a diving catch. Now all the way to the 13th, Gutierrez up again, and this time he gets it to go his way. Base hit up the middle, and that's the game-winning 2 RBI single for Texas Tech, putting the Red Raiders up 3-1, and that would be the final score in this ball game, setting up a winner-take-all Game 3 tomorrow. Sliding over from the diamond to the court, the ASCO All-Star Classic in Lubbock this afternoon. There's some basin flavor up there as Greenwood High School head girls basketball coach Quint Anthony coached the red team for the Classic, which beat the blue team 65-60. There were also boys basketball and football games, which all benefited young men with permanent injuries sustained from playing football. Now going from the court to the diamond, the Houston Astros in day game action this afternoon against the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays coming into this game having won 6 of their last 7. Top of the first, no score. George Springer slices this Chris Archer pitch to right center field. Steven Souza Jr. lays out and makes the diving catch. And Archer, well, he just can't believe what he just saw. Bottom of the sixth now is tied at 1. Evan Longoria up. And what does he do? He launches a deep fly ball to left center field. That's going to be a solo home run for Longoria, giving the Rays the lead in this ball game. Now top of the 7th, Carlos Gomez. It's his turn to answer, crushing this Archer pitch deep to center field as the Astros tie the game up at 2 runs apiece. Top of the 8th now, bases loaded. This Erasmo Ramirez pitch right here gets by catcher Kurt Casale, bringing home Marwin Gonzalez and giving Houston the lead. Now top of the 9th, Luis Valbuena adds an insurance run right here. A deep fly ball to right field. That's going to be a home run, giving the Stros a 2-run cushion at 4-2. And they would need that cushion because bottom of the 9th, Houston's leads back to just 1. Desmond Jennings breaks his bat. He's going to ground into the game-ending 4-6-3 double play. And the Astros would win this game 4-3. And moving from the diamond to the gridiron, the West Texas Pride playing for a championship tonight. The Eastern Conference champs facing off against the Sun City Reapers tonight at Emperor Stadium, just outside of El Paso, in this RGFL title game, otherwise known as the Rio Grande Bowl. At last check of the scoreboard, the Reapers up on the Pride, 27-7 at halftime.
Tyler, what a game. 13 innings.
Yeah, it was crazy, Lauren. I was tracking it, a 5-hour-long ball game. It was insane.
Well,
insane.
I'm glad they came out on top.
For sure.
Guns up. All right, we'll be right back.
$1 over invoice. $1 over invoice on every 2016 Kelly Grimsley Honda in stock. Attention Permian Basin. This is a limited time offer from Kelly Grimsley Honda. Take immediate delivery of any new 2016 Kelly Grimsley Honda and you'll pay $1 over invoice. And with every purchase, you receive free lifetime oil changes and state inspections. Call 33 Honda now. Click KellyGrimsleyHonda.com. $1 over invoice. Exclusively at Kelly Grimsley Honda on JBS Parkway.
This year, Vacation Bible School at First Baptist Midland is going That's right. Join us next Monday, June 13 through 16 from 9 to noon daily for crafts, missions, worship, and Bible study. All kids entering kindergarten through completed the 6th grade, register online and join us for Submerged Vacation Bible School at the First Baptist Church in Midland.
Now in your neighborhood, Volkswagen of Midland, Odessa. Find us on Loop 250 North, next to the Regal Movie Theater.
You know a good deal when you see one. That's why Albertsons Market makes it easy for you to save. From weekly specials on our best selections to price lockdowns on the things you buy the most, there's savings down every aisle. Join our rewards program for exclusive offers and digital coupons. You can even earn points for free or deeply discounted items across the store. With so many ways to save, you'll bring home more for a lot less. Albertsons Market, your neighborhood store for savings. Right now, redeem 200 points and get select varieties of Lucerne cheese free.
All right, let's look at your 7-day forecast. A 20% chance of thunderstorms tomorrow and Monday. Then we're seeing 100-degree temperatures all next week.
And there's 12-year-old Grace Vanderwall. She became an instant sensation after performing on America's Got Talent with her own original songs with ukulele in hand. She looks like a mini Taylor Swift.
Her
performance was incredible. I saw the YouTube video. Incredible. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a great rest of your weekend.